Hey everyone, you're listening to Party Time, My Golf Story with Kevin Walsh and whatever special guest he has today. You can check me out on episode 9 of the podcast. Today I'm wearing Grayson clothes while I'm out practicing because I believe in look good, play good. And follow me on Instagram, Sophia Warren Golf, and hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
It's Party Time, My Golf Story, brought to you by Party Drinks. Classically designed golf drinks for golfers by golfers. And the golf real estate pros Gene Walsh and Vince Visicaro. For your Southwest Florida real estate needs, check them out at suncoastdreams.com. Now here's your host, Kevin Walsh.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the program. We have a young, enthusiastic guest, a golf influencer. James Dvorak is a guest on the program. The background has changed. We are coming to you from Ledger, Connecticut, just a couple of days after Thanksgiving, visiting my family here. Well, it wasn't room in the house at Thanksgiving for me. I probably could have squeezed in, but sometimes it's best to come in just when you have a little time with the old man and your stepmother as well. So, and the next couple of shows are going to be coming to you from Ledger, Connecticut, instead of our usual studios at Lakewood National Golf Club in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Big thanks to our title sponsor, Party Drinks. If you're looking for a drink alternative on the golf course, try a Party. For golfers, by golfers, much better than the hard seltzers that you've been participating in and trying to convince yourself that they taste good when you know they don't. But I get it. You're chasing your buzz. You got to do what you have to do. But there's a better way, and it's Party. And if you don't have it at your golf course, talk to the professional golf staff or the beverage staff and say, hey, we want this Party stuff at our place so we can enjoy the sweet nectar. Get in contact with Paradise Craft Distributors, the exclusive distributor of Party across the state of Florida and also available in New England, but coming countrywide. One other thing, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, would you do so? When we talk to James Dvorak, he'll tell you all about the importance of algorithms. Like you got to say certain things to influence the algorithm, which helps the sponsors and helps your eyeballs, all that stuff. If you've already done it, greatly appreciate it. Tell a friend, leave a comment. All right. That helps as well. If golf real estate is in your plans in the future, good time to buy, folks. I mean, the weather is turning up north. No better place than Lakewood National Golf Club. There is inventory available, and there's nobody better than the golf real estate pros of Gene Walsh, Samantha Walsh, and Vince Visicaro from SuncoastDreams.com, a division of fine properties in the greater Sarasota area. And if all that golf has got you tuckered out, then go to BioLit Spa in downtown Sarasota for red light therapy, cold water plunge, hot tub, sauna, all the things that make you pretty and refreshed. So if you're into, if you're a metrosexual, go for it. If you're a lady, absolutely go for it and tell them that I sent you. All right, enough of that stuff. Let's bring the man of the hour, James Dvorak, in on. Hey, let me just tell you, James, I really enjoyed when you and your boys came to visit me, and I caddied for you guys for 3 days, the back nine boys. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. Did you?
Oh, we had a blast, Kevin. You really made the trip. We could have had a really bad caddy who won. Also, your Saints, we still use them. We think about them all the time. Just a church walk or just a nice Sunday stroll. Or when you say just a stock driver, it gives you a great confidence out there. So we really appreciate you when you were out there. You stuck with us for 3 days. That is a lot. We ended up recording 5 videos and 3 golf rounds, which is a lot more than what people usually do. But you were there for the whole time, and it was a blast. So thank you. If you guys do go play Stream Song, everyone that's listening, make sure you get Kevin on your bag.
Oh, you're so nice. Well, maybe just for a point of clarity, I know exactly what you're saying when we're talking about church walk, Sunday stroll, stock stuff, be an athlete. But what was your take on it? And if you can explain what I meant by that when I was telling you and your buddies about that, what's it all about?
Yeah, 100%. So golf, what I've learned is 100% mental, right? We can all agree that golf is 90% mental. Everyone can have a good swing, but what goes on in between the ears is what's most important. So when you're saying the ball is that's actually one ball out to the right, it's going to break to the left, but you're going to do a Sunday stroll, you're going to just casually go to church, right? You're going to church, you're happy to be there, but you're going to take your time. And then you got your Sunday stroll, which is the same kind of thing, but a little bit slower. And then when we're on the tee box and then you're thinking about either hitting a driver or a 3-wood, when you say stock driver, don't need to swing hard. You don't need to swing easy. Just hit your normal swing and everything's going to work out perfectly, because that stream song with those daunting fairways and the tough tee boxes and the green and the bunkers everywhere and there's water on every hole. It's nice to hear someone just say, hey, play your game, be an athlete. You're going to perform well. And it worked. It was really nice, because usually a lot of bad thoughts go through your head when you're on the golf course.
Well, you want positive thoughts or you want no thoughts. And really, in the end, we have to get back to being an athlete, because that's always your best shot. The thinking is for the range sessions, for when you're thinking about your golf, maybe talking about the shot with your caddy, picture the shot. But when you step over the ball, it's autopilot. I mean, is that how you roll, or is that noodle of yours? Because, it seems a little active. I know you talk to yourself a lot when you play out loud. Where was your headspace when we were together?
I like to talk to myself positive thoughts, especially on the putting green. The putting green is my weakness in my game. Usually on the tee box, I'm pretty good, and irons and wedges, I'm pretty good. But when I get on that putting green, I don't know really what's going on sometimes. And especially when I 3-putt the first hole, things kind of go downhill from there. So I like to stay positive. I always say, trust your line, back of the cup, to kind of help me make sure that all those second guesses while you're standing over the ball disappears. So in my videos, I try to show everyone that I do talk to myself a lot to keep my mental headspace positive, because it can really go negative pretty easily, especially when you're trying to do this no 5 challenge, which I'm trying to do, of playing 18 holes without getting a 5 on every single hole. So it's really important to just make sure you're positive throughout it, because you can hit a bad shot, and they can hit a great recovery shot. You can miss the green, but hit an unreal chip. So the next shot's always what you got to focus on, and just got to get past the one that already happened, because you can't really do anything about it. So you got to keep moving forward.
Well, I like to tell people one good shot fixes everything, or two pretty good shots strung together, same thing. So there's no point. I mean, if you give up on yourself, then you're a wuss. But it's worth fighting for, because then you're proud of yourself when you pull things off. James Dvorak is our guest here on Party Time, My Golf Story. He is one of the founders of Back Nine Boys and also Handshake Bets. I caddied for him for 3 days, had a good time with him and his buddies. Where are you joining us from? I'm trying to look out the windows there. The weather doesn't
snowy. Yeah, we're in Chicago here. We're back home. We used to live in Miami, but we came back to Chicago. I miss my family. We have opportunity to work here and be partnered with DraftKings, who is not available in Florida. So we need to be in a state that was available, and why not go back home to be next to your family, because family is the most important thing to me and my founders. So it's nice to be back home here, but it does suck right now in the golf time, but we're able to travel, and it makes our golf trips that much more fun when we get to go to Streamsong or get to go to Torrey Pines or any of these cool resorts or golf courses around the warm states during this time. But hey, Kevin, Midwest golf in the summer, nothing can beat it. Nothing can beat Midwest golf in the summer and fall when you're wearing a quarter zip and pants at 60 degrees out. Perfect.
Yes. And Chicago golf is fantastic. And I think we talked about Beverly Country Club on the South Side, which I don't think you've played yet, but you got to make it a point to play that place. What a place. Your kind of place for the stuff you like doing, the extracurriculars, your kind of place, if you know what I'm saying.
Good. That's exactly what we like to see.
But take me back, James. Where does your golf journey begin? When did you start playing? Who introduced you to the game? How did it happen?
Yeah, that's a great story how it started. So most people start playing golf when they're young. I didn't start playing golf until going into 8th grade. I was 4'11" going into high school. So I was a really, really small guy. I was like 4'11", 90 pounds, but I was an athlete. I was really good at the sports I played. I was just at a pretty physical disadvantage, given that everyone is bigger, they've hit puberty, and they can hit the ball farther, throw harder. So I played basketball, baseball growing up, and then I quit football and soccer because I was too small. I was getting just destroyed on the field. It was just bad. I was fast, but I was just getting destroyed. So I picked up golf going into high school because I won the 3-sport award and immediately fell in love with it, because your height and your strength and all that physical stuff that matters in basketball and baseball and football doesn't matter on the golf course, which I learned. And I immediately fell in love with it. My grandpa taught me it. He introduced me to the game. And then my dad really supported me throughout it. He has gotten the golf bug now that he's retired. So me and him play all the time, which is another reason why I moved back to Chicago. But yeah, he got introduced to it. Didn't get really good until about going into senior year. That's when my handicap really, really dropped. I started shooting consistently, low 70s. I could hit the ball pretty good. I know how to make good contact. And then the chipping is what really, really got me through everything. when I couldn't really hit the ball that far or that straight, my short game around the greens from 50 yards and in was what really elevated me to the next level, which is, I know what you need to become a pretty good golfer is to focus on 100 yards and in. So once I was able to get the distance and grow a little bit and go into senior year of high school, it finally all clicked and was able to become a scratch golfer. And then I didn't go anywhere in college. I got a couple offers to play at Carnegie Mellon. I was talking to Emory, but they didn't offer any money, and Indiana did. I was a pretty good student in high school, so I got some money for my grades and just fell in love with Indiana. Went there, go Hoosiers, best team in the country. How was that Purdue? Ass whooping there, Kevin, last weekend. Sorry about that. What was it? 656-3?
That's low hanging fruit, man. Come on. You're better than that.
I had to rub it in there. But now I think my game right now is the best it's ever been. I'm finally, I could say, fully grown. I'm hitting the ball a lot farther. When I do make good contact, it goes where I want it to be. And then it's all putting now. That's all. I think I've honed in on my driving, my fairway woods, my irons. I've honed in on my wedges. I'm getting there. I just got new wedges. But now my putting is really what I'm trying to focus on, because that is how you save rounds out here. You can always hit the ball 300 yards down the middle, but if you hit the green, you 3-putt, it doesn't really matter.
So how did the golf influencer stuff and the gambling then come into the picture? Was this some kind of vision in your head? Hey, if we did this, did you see somebody else doing it? And you're like, I can do that too, but a little bit different. And then how'd you get hooked up with DraftKings?
Yeah.
And because your generation, like, it is all about gambling. It's very different. It almost seemed like it skipped my generation, but here we are. What's your story?
Yeah, so I'll go on a little bit of a rant here, but I think it helps set up everything that gone through our life. So Pat, Tycho, and I were the founders of Handshake Bets. We started our senior year at Indiana together. And during COVID, there was nothing to bet on, and there was no sports on, and people were just betting on the most random things. They were betting on their quarantine games or their family Olympics. When you couldn't hang out with anyone, you're bored, you're playing board games, you're playing family competitions, but people still wanted to bet on it. So Tycho started this Snapchat story where he would host kind of a bet on a Snapchat story of how many shirts were in his closet when he was cleaning it out. And he posted it on his Snapchat story, his personal one. It wasn't Handshake Bets or anything yet. And he had about like $400 or $500 of action on this, of people betting on how many shirts are in his closet. So he came up to us and
wait a minute. This is so ridiculous. I mean, this is like degeneracy at its core. What's when
people out there, like with gambling, it's getting more introduced to everyone. When you look at a TV, when you watch football on Sundays, right? Every single thing is gambling now. They have odds on the pregame shows. They have odds on the postgame shows. They have odds on the ESPN app. They have odds everywhere now. So we started to realize that, hey, betting is becoming more and more normal. It adds a little bit of spice, a little bit of competition. And every single person in the world deep down has a competitive spirit. Everyone loves competition. Who doesn't like proving to their friends or their family that they're better at something than they are? So when Tycho realized that, hey, people kind of want to bet on it and try to prove that they're better at something, we came up with the idea to start Handshake Bets, an app where you can bet on anything with your friends, make a group chat, make those $10 handshake bets on I'll finish my beer before you when we go out, or how many beers will I'll drink when we go out, or that my dog will eat her food in less than 2.5 minutes. So we decided to make an app for that in Handshake Bets. We don't know how to code. It failed. It actually died. It ended. We raised money from our friends and family, but the app wasn't there. It was too ambiguous. People were cheating when they submit results. And we're like, how do we fix this? And this was before all these prediction markets were out there, before FanDuel and DraftKings was available, before these fantasy sports like Price Picks and Better were out there. So we were the first one to the thing, but we didn't know how to code. We didn't have the resources. So we ended up going down our corporate lifestyles. I worked at AbbVie Pharmaceuticals for a year as a finance analyst. Tycho was an Amazon warehouse manager from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And Pat was an accountant for KPMG. So we had pretty good jobs. Like, we were great. We went to Kelly School of Business. Life was great. But the drive to still kind of go after Handshake Bets was still there. And all these rules and regulations that we were kind of worried about, crypto gave us that kind of out for it. So we got back into it. We were like, hey, we just decentralize all of it. We don't have to actually touch the money. We can be totally legal if we just use crypto. So we started promoting it the idea of the Handshake Bets app on our social media. So we made an Instagram channel, we made a TikTok, which we did do in college, but we were too scared to do it, to be honest. Like we were too scared to get made fun of. Like TikTok and being an influencer and making these videos wasn't really cool back then. You kind of had to go through a lot of, not bullying, but just like people were like, what are these guys doing? Like, you're just a loser. Like, stop it. So we decided to say, hey, screw that. If you got to do what you want to do, you got to chase your dream, go through that embarrassment and start doing it. And that's when it all blew up. When we moved back to Chicago, our video of us banging on the train in Chicago got like 8 million views overnight of us banging on which way the train will go, left or right in the loop of the city. And that's when all these sportsbooks started reaching out to us. And one in particular named Better, which was Jake Paul's company, reached out to us. And 2 days after they reached out to us, we were on a plane to Jake Paul's house to go meet him. And after that, they said, hey, quit your corporate jobs, chase Handshake Bets full time, which no other person gave us that opportunity. So we decided to say, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm quitting my job 1 year in. I'm going to chase my dream. And we ended up doing content full time for about 3 years for Better, 1 year as like a consultant in Chicago. And then we moved to Miami for 2 years and just grew Handshake Bets from 60,000 followers to 1.2 million followers now, where we just show everyone how to bet on anything. And about a year ago, I started Back Nine Boys because, as you know, every single person on the golf course likes to bet. You like to put $5 closest to the pin, $5 longest drive, $5 on the hole, skins. Every single game outside of the actual game of golf is a bet in itself, a handshake bet in itself. So we started Back Nine Boys to show everyone that, hey, you can bet on anything with your friends. No perfect place to do it than the golf course. And now we're at 280,000 followers in about a year. And it's really resonating with people on trying to just set lines on simple things. Like, for example, my No 5 challenge, the line's over under 50 days. So I have to beat that by 50 days and people are betting on it. And I cannot wait to see if I can do it.
Okay. Well, let's clarify what the No 5 is. All right.
Yeah.
And let me see if I got it right. So you have to birdie or eagle all the par fives. So no pars on par fives.
Yep.
You can't have any bogeys on the par fours, which is the majority of the holes. Mm-hmm. And you can't have a double on the par threes. So at the time of this recording, how many times have we made that attempt and how many times have we failed?
At the time of this recording, we've recorded 30 days. We failed 30 times. I got to hole 18 one time. And I 3-putted the par 5.
Oh, what a buzzkill.
Demoralizing. Yeah, it was one of the best rounds. Everything was clicking. I was on cruise control. I was reaching the par 5s and 2. I had max 20 feet on every hole. Like, it was just a great day. It was perfect golf. And I just got really nervous at the end, to be honest. I got really nervous. I was like, this is one of the coolest accomplishments I can ever do. And recording on the golf course is so underestimated, I feel like, right now, where when you have the cameras out, it's like being on tour. Like, there's no mistakes. Like, if you mess up, you mess up. So when you're out there, you get a little bit of stress, you get a little bit of pressure, and you know what? I 3-putted. It's okay. We're going to move on. And now we're on day 31, but I got to go somewhere where it's a little bit warmer. So we're going to go to California here in about a week. But we're super excited. And it's a great series. People love it. I get to really show everyone that I'm a pretty good golfer. And it's a really, really, honestly, high goal for myself. I've never done it in my life. I just thought, I was like, hey, might as well do it. I've probably done it close to doing it, but I see like the pros, they still get 5s on, they still get the par 5s. So it's tough. It's a tough one. You have to have the perfect round. And I'm not playing the tips either. I'm not playing the tips. I'm playing from 65, 64, maybe 6,600 yards.
It's still hard. It's still hard. I think in my life, I've only had 2 rounds where I didn't have a bogey. And one was 18 pars. And I don't remember the other one, but if it's more than 2, it's certainly not more than 3. Mm-hmm. But I love the creativity with that, like, out of the box. So James Dvorak, by the way, is our guest here on Part Tee Time, My Golf Story. He is one of the Back Nine Boys. He's also with Handshake Bets. Very good golfer, Chicago-based. I caddied for him recently, and we had a really good time with the filming that he does for Back Nine Boys on all different social channels. And it's been scrolling across the bottom of your screen throughout that. Big thanks to Party Drinks. If you're looking for a drink alternative on the golf course, try a Party. Stop it with those hard seltzers and pretending they taste good. It's like yogurt. Everybody, well, not everybody, but people eat it and they try to pretend it tastes good. And we all know it doesn't. All right. Party is to die for. If a golf real estate purchase is in your plans, nobody better than the Golf Real Estate Pros of Gene Walsh, Samantha Walsh, and Vince Visicaro from SuncoastDreams.com, a division of fine properties in the greater Sarasota area. It is a good time to buy. And if all that golf has got you tuckered out, go to BioLit Spa in downtown Sarasota. So coming up with the creative ideas, walk me through the genesis of that, the no fives. And then we had another one, 2-man scramble, 9 under par for 9 holes, forward tees, 9 beers a hole. Who cooks this stuff up?
So the beauty about our job right now is being able to do this full time. And with Handshake Bets, our slogan is we bet on anything. So our creative minds go everywhere. Where actually 2 days ago, I brought a snowball in and I was like, hey, you want to bet on how long the snowball takes to melt? And I ended up posting that, and that got like 5 million views. So our creative juices are really flowing all the time. So the 9, 18, 27, it's 9 holes, drinking 18 beers between 2 people. So a beer a hole and shoot a 27. And we started this idea from Bryson DeChambeau's Breaking 50 series, where he plays from the front tees, but tries to break 50 with another person. And we're like, that's really hard to do. Not everyone is the best golfer in the world. What if we try to do this our kind of style, a little more, I guess, normal, in how we would say it. We'll normalize the Breaking 50 series. So that's what we try to do. And it's really fun. It's a blast. Yeah, by the hole 7 and 8 and 9, you are completely blitzed, but you're honestly hitting the ball unbelievable. I'll spoil it right here. As you know, Kevin, when Pat hit a hybrid from 240 yards out, 7 beers deep, and drove the green, was probably one of the best shots and one of my favorite memories on the golf course I've ever had. So it's all about making memories, making sure that you enjoy making the videos. So we're really, really excited to release that one. That'll be out on 12/16. So make sure everyone that's listening, you're tuning in for that video. It's the best video we've ever shot. And then the no 5, I was watching like Scotty play any round of golf when we were traveling to BMW. We traveled to the Players and traveled to a bunch of other tournaments. I was like, this could be a really good social series of trying something that's really impossible and something that pros might not even be able to do. So just try to make a little bit casual for it and use my ability right now where I am gifted that I am okay at golf. So might as well try to use that and put a little spin on it to make it a little more bettable for everyone watching it and give a little bit more juice on it.
Well, I kind of caught myself. I was about to reveal the outcome. And then I didn't realize that it hasn't been released.
It goes the whole 18.
So
everyone.
I'm gonna sit on it how it all ended and everything. But tell me about the other guys, Pat and Tycho and I forget. He's going to be so mad at me for forgetting his. But the boys. Who are the boys?
Yeah, so the best of us. So Pat, he's a lefty. He's from New York. Met him in Indiana. Also, founder of Handshake Bets and Back 9. He's the New York angry guy in our group. He's a 10 handicap, but man, he can get angry really, really quickly. But it is fun to watch him on the golf course. I love watching him go through the up and downs of a single hole. And Tycho is the vibes guy. He's about an 18 to 16 handicap, just loves the game, loves mostly, honestly, just to be out there with us. Pat and I are the pretty competitive people out of the group, so that's why we do the 9-18 together. But Tycho is the vibes guy, the glue guy that helps us all out. And then Avery is the 4th member who joined the team. He is also the same skill level as Pat, but he does get a little camera shy when the cameras turn on. So we're working on that. Like I was saying, when the cameras go on, it's a little daunting. You all of a sudden everything goes away, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in your head. But we're working on it. He'll be in a new challenge very soon.
Well, I called Avery Aves the whole time because once I knew that he played hockey, I knew he had and it had to be that.
It had to be Aves. He still wants me to call him Aves. So thank you for that.
you should, but I had a good time with him because you mentioned like my slogans, like church walking and everything. It was kind of funny. He's like, Kevin, I'm Jewish. And I'm like, okay, so this would be like a Shabbat services walk or like a Yom Kippur walk. And yeah. And he was so cool about it. And
it was awesome.
And just the hockey. I mean, he's a Rangers fan, which is a problem.
Yeah,
but
it's tough.
He can't help it. It's where he's from. I get it. And that was a good time. What's the best round of golf you ever shot, James, when you weren't making videos, you weren't doing like all the crazy bets that you do. What's your lowest round? Take me there.
Yeah, my lowest round actually was this summer. It was 5 under. It was at a golf outing with my dad at his high school buddies golf outing. It's called the Johnny Open. It's one of my favorite tournaments. They've been doing it for 30 years now, and I've been invited to it ever since I was started golf in 7th, 8th grade. So I've actually won it twice, but I came back from Miami. My golf game is mint as could be, probably the best ever. And it was my dad, myself, and 2 other guys. And it was an 05. I actually got an 05 that day. It was awesome. Cameras weren't on. I didn't even start the 05 series yet. It was kind of like the beginning of it. And I shot 65. So 5 under, it was a par 70, but it was one of the coolest moments because I was with my dad the whole time and we watched the whole thing happen. It was really cool to do it in front of him because you can do it in front of your friends, but doing it with someone that supported you and allowed you to play golf the whole time and paying for your lessons and all the work that he's put in. It was really, really nice to do it in front of him. And that's a memory we're going to have for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, you made the old man proud. And that's the goal of life, by the way, is you want to make your dad proud. If there's a man alive that doesn't want to make his dad proud, I don't know who he is. Because that's
not the person I want to hang out with there, Kevin.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, because it's the ultimate validation. And just think about it. Growing up, like what was worse when you got in a little bit of trouble and your parents just said, I'm disappointed in you. It's like,
there's nothing worse in the whole world. But you know what fixes that is when Kevin tells you, I'm proud of you when you hit a good golf shot on the golf course. Kevin, when you said that's awesome. But it's the same thing when your parents tell you that you're proud. That's nothing better when your parents say that you're proud of you, which doesn't really happen that much. But when it does happen, it's pretty good.
They make you work for it, which is good because if they said it all the time, it wouldn't have the same meaning.
Exactly.
So how far do we take this? Handshake bets, back nine boys. What's the future? How big does this get?
Yeah, so Handshake Bets is its own beast of its own. We're very excited for what's to come here. We actually just rebranded, getting our new logo. We're working with other products to get out there. So once you get to an established brand like we are in the gambling world, it's time to create a product and create something that will resonate with your followers. So whether that be the Handshake Bets app, whether that be a sellable product at a grocery store, or whether that would be merch or a podcast or something that is more entertaining, or YouTube videos, which we're doing now, outside of just the 1 to 3 minute social clips that you see. How do you build this community even stronger? So with the opportunity with DraftKings and all of our other sponsors, we're really, really excited to take it to the next level. So a lot more details to come. Hopefully I can have answers by February around Super Bowl, but we're super excited here. I can't disclose anything too crazy at the moment, but there'll be a lot more things coming our way. And then back nine, it's its own other separate beast, but also Handshake Bets. We're going to have a beer here probably very soon, or a beer sponsorship. So that'll go really well with our content because we do drink. And we do like to have a good time on the golf course, but a respectable amount. And then we'll be launching our merch too. Trust Your Line, Back the Cup, the B9B logo, the No 5 challenge logo, and all that. We're really excited for doing that. And then a bunch of golf trips coming up here. We're looking to travel the world and be able to golf at all the top resorts like Streamsong, for example. And that's really something we're looking forward to help grow that channel. And then collabs. We're really looking to collab with other influencers and got some No 5 challenges coming up here pretty soon. So really excited for the next couple months here. Going to be a lot of work, a lot of traveling. But the PGA season's coming up, which we do a lot of PGA stuff, and the TGL, the indoor league, we're going to be out there for that stuff. So it's got a lot of traveling. We're really excited. So just got to get ready for it and make sure we make the best possible outcome for it.
Well, you guys are young and hungry. I mean, you're in a good position. It seems like you're having a lot of fun. But yeah. Commercialism, business aside, just deep down, what does golf mean to you?
Golf is my safe space, I would say. It's my peace, my tranquility. It is something that I look forward to, even if it's a bad round, even if it's cold out. I don't care. I love the game. I love the new thing that you can get every single day. And I like how it just represents life in itself. You can have a great hole on hole one, think your life's going great. Then all of a sudden, bang, hole two, you get a double. And you're just like, what the heck just happened? Life is spiraling out of control. And it's the same thing that happens in life. You can have a great Saturday and the next day your Sunday is awful. Then your Monday's great. Tuesday's great. Wednesday's great. But then your Thursday's awful. So I like to relate golf with my life a lot. And it's helped me honestly a ton in my confidence and my daily life. And I credit all that to golf, because on the end of the day, golf is a 4-hour battle between the head. And if you can withstand that, all the up and downs and the competition and the stakes that are all on it, you can handle life pretty well.
And it's time well spent with the boys. I mean,
exactly.
Really, how do you spend 4 to 5 hours with your buddies? I mean, games don't last that long. You can't really go to a bar. I mean, that wouldn't be good to go for 4. I mean, we've all done it, but it can get a little
exactly. Also, you can see with the game of golf now, like Kevin Hart and LeBron are playing golf, and like all these people that have never thought about playing golf are getting introduced to it, and you can tell everyone loves it. Everyone just loves you can hit that one shot, Kevin, that one shot, and it's perfect, and it'll save everything. So it's nice to see all that stuff too. The game's growing a lot.
It's all we have in the end. We can't play pickup basketball. We can't do it. I suppose you could bowl, but that's not as cool as golf. I mean, golf makes life go around. Hey, listen, man, I enjoyed catching up with you. Let's keep in touch, and I wish you great success. I don't think you need a lot of luck. I think you guys are on your way, and I'm looking forward to seeing what hits the air online after our time together.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, Kevin. It's a pleasure. Can't wait to golf again. We need to play, me and you. I need to see your swing. That's pretty good, I've heard. But super excited. I'll let you know when we come back down to Florida, which will be pretty soon. And just make sure we get a golf round in. But yeah, appreciate all the support. Gotta keep working hard. You know, that's my dad grew up in the military. He was a military man. So all I know is work hard, keep your head down, and keep pushing. And that's what we're gonna do here. I'm really excited.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, send my best to Aves, Tycho, and Pat. And I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. We'll plan some kind of golf outing here. All right.
Awesome. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Big thanks to James Dvorak from the Back Nine Boys and Handshake Bets being our guest here on Party Time, My Golf Story, brought to you by the Golf Real Estate Pros, Vince Vizicaro, Gene Walsh, and Samantha Walsh. Got you covered. SuncoastDreams.com. Party Drinks. If you're looking for a drink alternative on the golf course, try a Party. We got to get you trying that stuff, James. I know you like beer.
I like the name of it too. Party. Like it's a good name. They did a great job on that.
It's built for golf. Come on. Is. Absolutely. And by a lit spot in downtown Sarasota. For James Dvorak, I'm Kevin Walsh. We'll see you again next time on Party Time, My Golf Story.
You've been listening to It's Party Time, My Golf Story, brought to you by Party Drinks. Classically designed golf drinks for golfers by golfers, and the golf real estate pros Gene Walsh and Vince Vizicaro. For your Southwest Florida real estate needs, check them out at suncoastdreams.com or call 941-220-4000.